Hello folks. Today we are going to introduce a very important device that is omnipresent around us. Actuators. Yes, actuators are the devices that convert electrical signal into mechanical movement. Let's first find out the learning outcome of this video. That is, in this video you will learn about what is an actuator, how does an actuator work, similarity between actuators and human body, different categories of actuators, different types of actuators, applications of different actuators, different output devices, wide application and usage of actuators. Did you know that motors are used by you all in your daily life at home, at a workplace, and even when you're traveling or driving? Probably, there is not a single day when you're not using a motor. If we take an example of its usage, at home, motors are being used at many places, like fans, ACs, washing machines, submersible pumps, etc. Apart from this, these are used even when you're traveling or driving in cars, buses, etc. And there are many more places where you will find motors being used in things around us. We will share with you some interesting details about motors and how they work. Let's begin by understanding what a motor is. A motor is a machine that converts electrical energy to mechanical energy. In other words, the electrical energy is a battery and the mechanical energy is the rotation. Motor works on the following phenomena. When electric current flows through an electrical wire placed between two magnets facing each other, it generates force. This is because when the electric current flows through the electrical wire, it generates magnetic fields around. The magnetic field attracts or repels the magnetic field from the magnets, which generate force to move the electric wire. The electrical energy here is the electric current, and the mechanical energy is force. So now let's see how does a motor work. The working of an electric motor is based on the fact that a current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field around it. Take two bar magnets and keep the poles facing each other with a small space in between. Now take a small length of a conducting wire and make a loop. Keep this loop in between the space between the magnets such that it is still within the sphere of influence of the magnets. Now for the last bit, connect the ends of the loop to battery terminals. Once electricity flows through your simple circuit, you will notice that your loop moves. And why does this happen? The magnetic field of the magnets interferes with that produced due to electric current flowing in the conductor. Since the loop has become a magnet, one side of it will be attracted to the north pole of the magnet and the other to the south pole. This causes the loop to continuously rotate. This is the principle of the working of an electric motor. Let's see the similarity between actuators and human body. You can compare actuators with human body muscles. As our muscles exert mechanical actions to the environment, which then get converted into movement of our hand or legs, actuators do the same thing. Muscles provide mechanical force to move the joints in our body, resulting in the movement of hands, legs, or other body parts. Motors can provide mechanical force to cause the movement of the components attached with it. Now we will see the categories of motors. There are two major categories of motors, AC motor and DC motor. Let's see what is an AC motor. The motor that converts the alternating current into mechanical power by using an electromagnetic induction phenomena is called an AC motor. The stator and the rotor are the two most significant parts of the AC motors. The stator is the stationary part of the motor and the rotor is the rotating part of the motor. An AC motor may be single-phased or three-phased. These motors are in large use in modern life, and you may find them in appliances and gadgets in your own house. How does an AC motor work? The fundamental operation of an AC motor depends on the principle of magnetism. The simple AC motor contains a coil of wire and two fixed magnets surrounding a shaft. When an electric AC charge applies to the coil of wire, it becomes an electromagnet. This electromagnet generates a magnetic field. Inside the stator, there is a solid metal axle, a loop of wire, a coil, a squirrel cage made of metal bars, and some other freely rotating metal parts that can conduct electricity. In an AC motor, you send power to the outer coils that make up the stator. The coils, energized in pairs in sequence, produce a magnetic field that rotates around the outside of the motor. Now let's come to the other category of motors, which is the DC motor. What is a DC motor? A DC motor is defined as a class of electrical motors that convert direct current electrical energy into mechanical energy. From the above definition, we can conclude that any electric motor that is operated using direct current or DC is called a direct current motor or DC motor. Different parts of a DC motor. Armature or rotor. The armature of a DC motor is a cylinder of magnetic laminations that are insulated from one another. The armature is perpendicular to the axis of the cylinder. It is a rotating part that rotates on its axis and is separated from the field coil by an air gap. Field coil or stator. A DC motor field coil is a non-moving part on which winding is wound to produce a magnetic field. This electromagnet has a cylindrical cavity between its poles. Commutator and brushes. Commutator. The commutator of a DC motor is a cylindrical structure that is made of copper segments stacked together but insulated from each other using mica. The primary function of a commutator is to supply electrical current to the armature winding. Brushes. The brushes of a DC motor are made with graphite and carbon structure. These brushes conduct electric current from the external circuit to the rotating commutator. Hence, we understand that the commutator and the brush unit are concerned with transmitting the power from the static electrical circuit to the mechanically rotating region or the rotor. How does a DC motor work? A magnetic field arises in the air gap when the field coil of the DC motor is energized. The created magnetic field is in the direction of the radii of the armature. The magnetic field enters the armature from the north pole side of the field coil and exits the armature from the field coil's south pole side. The conductors located on the other pole are subjected to a force of the same intensity but in the opposite direction. These two opposing forces create a torque that causes the motor armature to rotate. Let's give you a brief introduction of the different motors. Battery operated motor. The dual shaft battery operated motor, as its name suggests, is a battery operated DC motor that has a gearbox along with a DC motor inside its casing to control its speed. Battery operated motors are simple DC motors which can be run by Arduino with the help of L293D motor driver IC. The motors that run on direct current are termed as DC motors, and as we already know, the current that constantly flows in one direction is called direct current. These motors can be used in projects where rotation is required. How does a battery-operated motor work? A DC battery-operated motor takes in direct current from one end and uses it to rotate the axle or the rod at its other end. We can then connect some other machine to this axle that works when it rotates. There are two characteristics of DC motors that can be controlled. Direction. We can control the direction of rotation of the motor by reversing the direction of the current that flows into it. And speed. We can control the voltage of the motor by varying the supply voltage to it. Applications of the battery-operated motor. These motors have a wide variety of applications in making projects like robots, vehicles, etc. They are also used to make prototypes, science models, IoT devices, and many more such things. DC geared motor. DC geared motor works the same way as the battery-operated motor. The only difference is these motors have higher torque compared to the battery-operated motors and also require higher voltage, that is 12 volt, to operate. A gear motor is an all-in-one combination of a motor and a gearbox. The addition of a gear head to a motor reduces the speed while increasing the torque output. The most important parameters in regards to gear motors are speed, measured in RPM, torque in lbin, and efficiency in percentage. In order to select the most suitable gear motor for your application, you must first compute the load, speed, and torque requirements for your application. How does a DC gear motor work? A DC gear motor is a rotating electrical device that converts direct current of electrical energy into mechanical energy. An inductor inside the DC motor produces a magnetic field that creates rotary motion as DC voltage is applied to its terminal. Inside the motor is an iron shaft, wrapped in a coil of wire. This shaft contains two fixed north and south magnets on both sides, which cause both a repulsive and an attractive force, in turn producing torque. Applications of the DC gear motor. This motor is used in applications that require high output torque and lower output shaft rotational speed, especially where space and available power are limited. This motor is also used in automotive wiper, window motors, hospital beds, patient lifts, robots, conveyor systems, automatic door operators, frozen beverage mixers, and many more. Stepper motor. Stepper motor is a brushless DC motor that rotates in steps. This is very useful because it can be precisely positioned without any feedback sensor, which represents an open loop controller. Stepper motors are similar to switched reluctance motors. The stepper motor uses the theory of operation for magnets to make the motor shaft turn a precise distance when a pulse of electricity is provided. It consists of a stator and a rotor. The stator has 8 poles and the rotor has 6 poles. The rotor will require 24 pulses of electricity to move the 24 steps to make one complete revolution. Another way to say this is that the rotor will move precisely 15 degrees for each pulse of electricity that the motor receives. Stepper motors are used where motion is required in small steps. This motor provides minimum angle movement and is very useful in achieving precision and accuracy in the machines like 3D printer or in a robotic arm project. How does this motor work? It includes a permanent magnet like rotor, which is in the middle, and it will turn once force acts on it. This rotor is enclosed through a number of the stator, which is wound through a magnetic coil all over it. The stator is arranged near to rotor so that the magnetic fields within the stators can control the movement of the rotor. The stepper motor can be controlled by energizing every stator one by one. So the stator will magnetize and work like an electromagnetic pole which uses repulsive energy on the rotor to move forward. The stator's alternative magnetizing as well as demagnetizing will shift the rotor gradually and allow it to turn through great control. Applications of stepper motor. This motor is highly used in industrial machines. Stepper motors are used in automotive gauges and machine tooling automated production equipment. These motors are also used in the category of security. New surveillance products for the security industry include the stepper motor. In the field of medical science, stepper motors are used inside medical scanners, samplers, and also found inside digital dental photography, fluid pumps, respirators, and blood analysis machinery. Even in the category of consumer electronics, stepper motors are used in cameras for automatic digital camera focus and zoom functions. Servo motor. A servo motor is a linear or rotary actuator that provides fast precision position control for closed-loop position control applications. Servo motors have a high speed response due to low inertia and are designed with smaller diameter and longer rotor length. Servo motors work on servo mechanism that use position feedback to control the speed and final position of the motor. Internally, a servo motor combines a motor, feedback circuit, controller, and other electronic circuit. The servo motor is an assembly of four things: a normal DC motor, a gear reduction unit, a position sensing device, and a control circuit. The DC motor is connected with a gear mechanism that provides feedback to a position sensor, which is mostly a potentiometer. From the gearbox, the output of the motor is delivered via servo spline to the servo arm. For standard servo motors, the gear is normally made up of plastic, whereas for high power servos, the gear is made up of metal. Servo motors are motors which can rotate in between 0 to 180 degrees. How does a servo motor work? Servo motor consists of a DC motor, a gear system, a position sensor, and a control circuit. The DC motors get powered from a battery and run at high speed and low torque. The gear and shaft assembly connected to the DC motors lower this speed into sufficient speed and higher torque. The position sensor senses the position of the shaft from its definite position and feeds the information to the control circuit. The control circuit accordingly decodes the signal from the position sensor and compares the actual position of the motors with the desired position and accordingly controls the direction of rotation of the DC motor to get the required position. Servo motor generally requires a DC supply of 4.8 volt to 6 volt. Applications of the servo motor. These motors are used in industries. They are used in making machine tools, packaging, factory automation, material handling, printing converting, assembly lines, CNC machinery, or automated manufacturing. They are also used in radio-controlled airplanes to control the positioning and movement of elevators. Vibrating motor. Vibration motors are compact in size and are useful when there is an application of alerting the user without making a sound. Vibration motors are the mechanical devices used to develop vibrations. The generation of vibration has happened with the support of an electric motor having an inequitable mass on its driver shaft. It is a miniature-sized DC motor that lets the user know the sound through vibrations. Types and working of a vibration motor. The construction of these motors can be done in two varieties. One is the coin model and the other is the cylinder or bar model. Applications of the vibration motor. These motors are extensively used in a range of applications like handsets, cell phones, pagers, etc. These motors are used in numerous material handling devices like conveyors, feeders, and vibrating screens. Water pump module. The working principle of a water pump mainly depends upon the positive displacement principle as well as kinetic energy to push the water. The pumps use AC power, otherwise DC power, for energizing the motor of the water pump. The water pump module is a device which can be used in several household applications. These are used to pump water from one place to another. They work on 3 volt to 5 volt and can be easily integrated to any water system project. The water pump works using the water suction method, which drains the water through its inlet and releases it through the outlet. Application of water pump. They control the fountain water flow. They are also used to control the garden watering system and hydroponic systems. They help in the freshwater intake or exhaust systems for fish aquariums. And they also work in an automatic hand sanitizer. Let's take a look at the different output devices. LCD display 16:2. This LCD display is an output device which is used to display text or number as output. The display has an LED backlight and can display 32 characters in 2 rows with 16 characters on each row. If you look closely, you can actually see the little rectangles for each character on the display and the pixels that make up a character. Each of these rectangles is a grid of 5x8 pixels. Although they display only text, they do come in many sizes and colors. For example, 16:1, 16:4, 20:4 with white text on blue background, with black text on green, and many more options. Buzzer module. Buzzer module is an output device from which we can hear sounds. Buzzer has 2 pins, positive and negative, and it can be programmed using Arduino. Piezo buzzers are constructed by placing electrical contacts on the 2 faces of a disc of piezoelectric material and then supporting the disc at the edges in an enclosure. When a voltage is applied across the 2 electrodes, the piezoelectric material mechanically deforms due to the applied voltage. This movement of the piezo disc within the buzzer creates sound in a similar manner as the movement of the ferromagnetic disc in a magnetic buzzer or the speaker cone. As you can see on the screen, this is how the construction of a typical piezo buzzer looks like. RGB LED. RGB LED stands for red, green, blue LED. It can be used as an output indicator. To produce other colors, you can combine the 3 colors in different intensities. To adjust the intensity of each LED, you can use a PWM signal. Because the LEDs are very close to each other, our eyes see the result of the combination of colors rather than the 3 colors individually. This LED consists of 3 terminals, red, green, blue, in color, which are present internally, and a long lead, which is present, is either a cathode or an anode. These three LEDs, on combining, produce a single color output light, and by changing the intensity of the internal individual LEDs, we can obtain any desired output color light too. There are two types of LEDs. They are common cathode or common anode. Relay. Relay is a device which can be used as an electronic switch. If you want to control any component working on a higher voltage with 5 volt of Arduino, you can do it using a relay module. It works on the principle of an electromagnetic attraction. When the circuit of the relay senses the fault current, it energizes the electromagnetic field, which produces the temporary magnetic field. This magnetic field moves the relay armature for opening or closing the connections. Relays can be single-channeled or multi-channeled. How do relays work? A relay is an electromagnetic switch operated by a relatively small current that can control much larger current. Initially, the first circuit is switched off and no current flows through it until something, either a sensor or a switch closing, turns it on. The second circuit is also switched off. When a small current flows through the first circuit, it activates the electromagnet, which generates a magnetic field all around it. 7-segment display. The 7-segment display, which can be written either as a number 7 or the text 7, consists of 7 LEDs, hence the name, is arranged in a rectangular fashion as shown. Each of the 7 LEDs is called a segment because when illuminated, the segment forms part of a numerical digit, both decimal and hex, to be displayed. An additional 8th LED is sometimes used within the same package, thus allowing the indication of a decimal point when 2 or more 7-segment displays are connected together to display numbers greater than 10. To turn on and off a particular part of the display, you set the appropriate pin high or low, just like you would with a regular LED, so that some segments will be light and the others will be dark, allowing the desired character pattern of the number to be generated on the display. This then allows us to display each of the 10 decimal digits 0 through to 9 on the same 7-segment display. Now let us see the application of these motors. In industries, these motors are used in turbines, compressors, ships, rolling mills, paper mills, industrial fans. These are also used in home and other applications, fans, ACs, washing machines, juicers and grinders, and many more. Did you know that the first ever motor invented was by Thomas Davenport, which was a battery-powered electric motor? It was used to power a small-scale printing press. It was also launched in the market in 1834. And do you also know that a motor is also a generator? Well, yes. If you rotate the shaft of the DC motor, you get electricity at the terminals of the motor. And that is exactly how the motor also works as a generator. Let's look at some frequently asked questions related to motors and their answers. Which of the motors, AC or DC, is best in use? Both the motors have their own benefits. AC motors are used in large-scale or heavy-duty applications, while DC motors are used in lightweight applications where less power is required. Question 2. When was the first DC motor made and who made it? The first DC motor was made by William Sturgeon and it was made in 1886. Question 3. Which motor gives more precision, AC or DC? DC motor definitely gives more precision. Let's come to the assignment. Make a fan using the battery operated motor with a switch, battery and fan blades.